and welcome to episode 14 of the Soggy Kookaburra podcast. My name's Kathy. I'm coming to you from a small town in North Wales where I live with my husband, our teenage son, and our two cats, Pickle and Puka, who undoubtedly you will see roaming around throughout the video. If it's your first time joining us, welcome to the Crafty train. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for joining me again so I can have a good natter about all my little crafty activities that I've undertaken in the last month or so. Today is Thursday, the 6th of June. I'm actually on annual leave at the moment, which is lovely. So I've got a whole week off and I am indulging my craftiness to the extreme. I've had my dear friend Emma from the States over in visiting, and she is a crafter as well, so we have been doing a lot of knitting and a lot of talking about yarn and a lot of squidging of yarn in yarn shops and all that sort of fun stuff. Anyway, so I've got a few bits and pieces, some finished objects, some new acquisitions, a puka cat, lots going on today. I think I've got a bit of a Harry Potter theme going on today. I've got my Hogwarts t-shirt on. I've stolen my husband's mug, which is super cute. I love that. And I've got some other Harry Potter stuff as well. So I think we should crack on. As usual, if you enjoy this video, please give me a thumbs up and hit subscribe. And if you hit the little notification bell, which is next to the subscribe button, you'll get a notification when I upload a video. It's usually once a month. And I've got cats already climbing all over the place. So shall we crack on before they get any more disruptive? Right, so first up, finished objects. I finally finished my yellow socks. I love these, absolutely love these. I have got, where did I put it? See, I'm not organised this morning at all. It's what being on annual leave does to me. Completely ruins any sense of organisation that I usually have. Right, let's see. There it is. I kept the tag because I knew I wouldn't remember. So this is Opal Symphony de Triomphe, I think. Anyway, it's colour number 9617. And I have to say, I am ridiculously pleased with these. As usual, my sock blocker is not large enough. So you'll just have to imagine that it's all stretched out and fancy looking. But the thing that I love most about these socks is that they are perfect match. I can't think the last time with a complex colourway yarn like this that I actually got a perfect match. I don't know how much of it was good management and how much of it was sheer dumb luck, but I'm going to take it. I especially love the way the heels have come out. And this is just a standard 64 stitch cast on vanilla sock with a modified Eye of Partridge heel, because you know that's my favourite. These socks are my last pair for myself for a little while. I think, as I mentioned in my last podcast, I have got a box of socks. My box of socks is now full and will be over full with these. But I just couldn't resist this yarn. It's so happy. Really happy yarn. And I've got a decent ball left, probably about 50 grams. So I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do with that yet. But I have got, I don't know whether you can see in the corner there on the windowsill. That's all my remnants, and it's all sock yarn. And I do ball up what's left and keep it, because sometimes it's nice to give as a gift. Sometimes I think I might do something scrappy. Yeah, in the meantime, it looks pretty. So I'm going to go with that. Anyway, these are absolutely ace. Really, really happy. They fit me perfectly. I have definitely got my size for vanilla socks down to a T. I know exactly what I need to do for casting on, how many rows, yada yada. This is my preferred length. It is maybe a little bit longer than a lot of people do socks, but I do like them to come up reasonably high, especially as I wear leggings quite a bit, and leggings are never long enough for me. I've got ridiculously long legs. So yeah, and that's just a little Kitchener toe. Really, really pleased with these socks, I've got to say. They were just so much fun to knit, especially when you don't always know what they're going to look like once they knit up. So it's a bit of like a surprise. I don't know, but it's fun anyway. So highly recommend this colorway. As I say, it's opal yarn, so it's not expensive yarn. It's fairly sort of average price yarn. It wears very well. I have got opal yarn in my sock drawer already. It's very, very tough yarn. So really, really happy with that. They are now going to come off the blockers and into my sock box. And yeah, that's kind of that. The other finished object that I have isn't actually knitting or yarn related at all. So as I said, I've had this whole week off, which has been lovely. And one of the things that I did was on Saturday, I went to a village fete in Rudheath with my friend Emma. And one of the stalls there was doing kits for diamond painting. Now, I've seen these online. A couple of the podcasters that I watch regularly, they've touched on it. And I've always kind of looked at it and gone, yeah, I don't really need another craft. I don't really have time, yada, yada. Anyway, of course, I've got a week off, so I do have time. So I thought I'd try it. And so I just got a little kit just to start me off. It was about £8, so it wasn't a lot of money. And it took me about 4 hours. And this is the finished product. I really enjoyed doing this. I've actually just mounted it on a canvas board so I can hang it. I am ridiculously pleased with this. It's all the bright colours that I love. And as I said, it took me about 4 hours. It's like painting by numbers. So, you know, you especially important for me, being as you know, rubbish with colours as I am, I didn't have to think about what colours go next to what colours. It's literally all there for me. Just pick up those little sparkly beads, whack them on, and you end up with this beautiful artwork. Now, I'm not sure where this is going to go. At the moment, it's living on the wall above my TV, but that's because that was just a convenient place to put it. It might go up into my bedroom. It might go in my front hall. I'm not sure yet. I have actually, like all things, I don't do things, you know, half measures at all. I have actually ordered 2 larger, slightly different. They're not this, like these are gems. I don't know whether you can really see. So these are actually like little gems, and I have ordered 2 sort of yay big sized ones. They're called full drills, so there's no spaces. It's literally every single tiny part of that canvas is covered in little plastic beads, and they're 2 spacescapes, which Stu helped me pick them, so he quite likes the design. They are going to take some considerable time to do, but that's fine. I quite enjoy that. That's, you know, I'm very much a process crafter rather than an end product crafter, as you know. So yeah, I've started on those, and eventually once they're finished, I will get them framed and they will go in my living room, probably above the TV, and then this sugar skull will need to find a new home. So there you go. Tell me in the comments below, have you ever done diamond painting? What do you think of it? You know, have you seen it and maybe not thought about trying it? Has this inspired you to give it a go? Let me know in the comments. I'd be really interested to hear. Right, more coffee. And on to works in progress. Socks, of course. 2 pairs of socks on the go at the moment. This one you have seen many times. So it's for my friend Emma's partner, Ray. I've got until September to do these, so I'm not massively in a rush to get them done. They're good, nice, easy knit. Just a vanilla sock. I've got contrast heel and toe in a grey bamboo yarn. This is Patterns Croy. I think it's suitably manly. So I've completed one and haven't even started the second one yet. I've just looked, I couldn't even remember. Isn't that terrible? So they are living in my little black and white stripy bag. I am off to Spain in a couple of weeks for a long weekend, so I think I'm going to take this with me. Hopefully the airline won't have any issues with me taking my little 9-inch circular needles, but I can't find any definitive answers one way or the other. If you have travelled from the UK to Spain, I think we're flying with EasyJet, and you've taken your knitting on board, can you let me know? I'd be interested to know. I can't. Some people say it's fine, other people say they have to lose their needles at customs. So yeah, I think we're flying out of either Manchester or Liverpool. If you've got any experience on that, please comment below and let me know. So they're my manly socks. And I also cast on a new project. So I have been wanting to try this for a little while. I've completed one. So this is the first one, Rose City Rollers Shorty Socks. Love it, absolutely love it. Now these are for my friend Emma. She has tried this on, it fits her, so that's, I mean, to be fair, that's not too difficult. Emma's got almost the same size foot as me. It's a little smaller, but so it means that I can test it on me usually if she's not here. But even better when I can test it with her. So it's got this funky little rolled edge, which is just stockinette, and it just rolls naturally, which is nice. Little modified eye of partridge heel, and just a standard foot. Kitchener toe. These are so cute, and not only are they cute, they are so fast. I mean, super fast to knit, because you're not doing like inches and inches of calf and leg. I mean, wow, so easy. So this yarn, because it's a yarn that Emma brought back from the States for me. Oh crikey, last year, maybe the year before. Let me see if I can find the tag for it. Here it is. So it's Perfect Pair Loops and Threads. And the nice thing about this is that it's called Pink Cadillac or Cadillac Rose. It has got two colour names, I'm not sure why. And you know, I can kind of see that. Pink Cadillac sounds good. So the nice thing about these is there's no wool in it, which is great if you're knitting for somebody who has maybe a bit of a reaction to wool. I mean, these days wools aren't as scratchy as they used to be. I don't know why that is, but it's certainly true. This has got 70% acrylic, 23% viscose from bamboo, and 7% polyester. So really, really lovely. This, I've knitted with this yarn before, though not that colorway. And it's super smooth. It's really, really lovely to knit with. It doesn't split. And I'm reliably informed, because if you recall, I made a pair of socks in this same brand of yarn for Emma. I'm reliably informed by her that they don't make your feet sweat, because that was my concern with them not having wool, that maybe like if you use an acrylic for socks, your feet get pretty soggy. But I think the bamboo, because it's natural fibre, does allow for that breathing of your feet, so you don't end up with squidgy feet, which is, you know, good. So yeah, really, really pleased with that. I'm going to cast on the second one today. That is on my checklist. I've started bullet journaling to help me keep a track of my different projects, because I always have, as you know, multiple projects on the go. And so I have got it in my to-do list today is to cast on and just complete I mean, it's only 25 rows of stockinette for the cuff. So that's what I'm going to do today, probably after I've eaten lunch after this video. So there you go, half finished object. Going to cast that on. You will see the completed pair next month, I promise. We'll see, maybe. As I said, I'm really enjoying that, and there is no way that I am going to use a whole ball of yarn for a pair of shorty socks. So what I might do, either I'll make a pair of matching mitts, or I was thinking, you know, my mum's only got little tiny feet, unlike the rest of the women in my family. Mum's only got little tiny feet. I reckon because she's about 3 sizes smaller than these socks, there will be enough yarn to make her a pair as well, which, because she lives in Australia, it can get pretty warm. Obviously it's winter now, but it can get pretty warm in the summer, so maybe you don't want to wear full socks. Little shorty socks might be the way to go. So I'm going to give that a go and see how we get on. Sebastian has also, my son has also expressed an interest in ankle socks, so I might maybe look not in the pink though, because he's at that age where it's important that he doesn't wear pink. But I've got some nice grey-blue yarns in the same yarn. So yeah, there you go. They're my works in progress. Unusually this month, I also have some acquisitions. Now, as you know, if you've been watching for a little while, I have been on something of a yarn buying ban. Now, the reason for this is purely because I'm going to the States in September and we are going to visit Webb's, which is, I believe, the largest wool shop in the world, and that's in Massachusetts. So I've been saving my money, basically. Instead of buying yarn here, I've been saving up all my money because I really want, when we go to Webb's, I really just want to have that freedom. If I find a skein of yarn that I just fall in love with, I don't want to have to be, oh, I can't really afford it, or blowing up my credit card or whatever. So I'm saving all my money, and that's all year to date. I have not really, other than this little misstep, bought any yarn. Right. So I have 3 new acquisitions. Now, to be fair, I only bought 2 of these 3. As I said, my friend Emma has been over and she has brought me this gorgeous yarn. Isn't that fantastic? So this is sock yarn. World of Yarn is the brand, Siberia. 75% wool, 25% polyamide. It's made in Turkey. And let's see, has it got a colour name? It just says colour 1. So that's not a very exciting colour name. I'm thinking I might call it Candy Floss. Yeah. Or Fairy Floss. That's what we call it in Australia. So if you've got cotton candy, I think sometimes it's called, or Candy Floss, we call it Fairy Floss in Australia. So these are going to become Fairy Floss socks. I really love them. There's no picture on the ball band to show me what it's going to look like knitted up. And as you know, that's my favourite. I love the surprise. So exciting. So absolutely love this. It's a lovely smooth yarn. Though as I said, I don't have any objections to slightly more rustic feeling yarn for socks. That doesn't bother me one iota. But this is lovely sort of yarn and I'm just in love with the colours. Is that not just Fairy Floss colours? The pinks and the yellows and there's like a creamy white colour in there. Yeah, loving it, loving it. So that's new acquisition. And then I totally blame Aldi for this. So when we were at Aldi and Stuart got his I solemnly swear I'm up to no good Harry Potter mug. And I'm sure if you're in the UK, you'll have seen these in Aldi. They have Harry Potter themed craft kits at the moment. So they have Aragurumi crochet kits, they have felt kits, they have all manner of different things, but they also have knitting kits. So I just couldn't help myself. I've got a Slytherin knit your own scarf and a Slytherin knit your own school hat kit. Now these, as you can see, $3.99 and they come with everything. Needles, yarn, darning needle, pom-pom template, instructions, the works. I gotta say, I'm loving this. Now, you might be wondering why I went with Slytherin, because they did have, we mustn't have many crafters in this part of North Wales because the craft stuff tends to hang around. I know that some Aldi stores throughout the UK, it gets released and then it's gone within 2 days. Where I am, I don't think there's that many crafters because there is always loads and there was every single house available. Now, I am not a Slytherin. I wish I was, but I'm not. I'm classic Ravenclaw, if I can say it. You know, like I'm a, that's it. I'm just a Ravenclaw. But I love Slytherins. Professor Snape, Draco Malfoy, all the bad guys. Yeah, so I had to get these. I was actually just in Aldi this morning, just picking up some bread and milk, and I saw they've still got all the house colours. I was very close to buying Ravenclaw as well, and I'm like, no, yarn ban, not buying anymore. But in the meantime, really looking forward to this. So these are all both knitted on straight needles. I think what I'm going to do is with the beanie, I'm going to knit it in the round. I've got loads and loads of circular needles. I'm sure I've got some that will be the right size. Knitting in the round is just so much easier for me. This one I'll do on straights because it's a scarf. Easy peasy. But yeah, I'm going to do this in the round. So if you have bought and started making these, let me know what you think of them. I know that historically, certainly the crochet patterns from Aldi, although they are fun and they're interesting, the patterns are really, really badly written. They're full of mistakes, they're not clear, they're not great patterns. I mean, I can't really go wrong. I know how to knit a hat and I know how to knit a scarf, so I'm not too worried. But if you have done these, let me know. Let me know what your experience with them is. As I say, I mean, I have actually opened this up. I haven't opened the hat one yet because, you know, calm down, calm the farm. And to be fair, the yarn is just your typical acrylic DK weight. It's nothing, you know, amazing, but it's Slytherin colours, so I'm happy. So yeah, I don't know when I'm going to start them. It'll be soon. But, you know, it's coming into summer, so we've got time. You know, there's no great rush. So anyway, so that is my crafty adventures for this month. as I say, shiny new craft that I'm trying with the beading. I will maybe, if what do you think? Do you want to see when I complete? I mean, I won't show you the mid-process thing because, you know, it's just not that interesting. But when they're finished, do you want to see them? Do you want me to share them on this channel? It's not exactly fibre related in any way, shape or form, is it? But it is crafty, and I have always said that this channel is crafty. What I have also always said is when we hit 50 subscribers, I'm going to be doing a giveaway. This giveaway is going to be for all of my subscribers, and once we hit 50, and we are so close, people, I mean, we are at 49. So seriously, get this out to your friends, get this out to your crafty family, and get them to subscribe, because next month I would really like to be able to start this giveaway. I feel like I've been building up to it for 6 months now. So the giveaway, in case you've been under a rock or not watching the podcast for the last 6 months, is going to be for a sock knitting kit. I almost said a knock sitting kit. A sock knitting kit. So it's going to include a ball of your choice. I will give you maybe 3 or 4 different options. The winner will get to choose the ball. It'll come with a 9-inch circular needle, a copy of the free Ravelry pattern called My Favorite Vanilla Socks, which is my favorite vanilla sock pattern. Clues in the name. It will also come with stitch markers and maybe some other little goodies as well. So please get this out there. You know, get 1 more subscriber. That's all we need. And then next month I can do this giveaway. And yeah, it'll be exciting. It'll be good. And there's a pickle cat. He's excited. I think he's probably hungry. So on that note, I am going to finish here. I'm going to go feed the cats. I'm going to go feed myself. And I'm going to cast on that second shorty sock. Thank you so much for joining me. As I said at the top of the show, if you enjoyed this, give me a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, comment all you like. I love to hear from you. We do have a very quiet account on Ravelry called the Soggy Kookaburra podcast. And also you can find me on Instagram. I'm not massively active, if I'm honest, but I do post occasional finished products and whatnot. So if you want to check me out, I'm the Soggy Kookaburra on Instagram as well. So that's it for now. I shall see you next month. I hope you have a fantastic crafty month ahead, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.